One.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to
Hello.
another episode.
Man, that was so funny.
What?
For some odd reason. Okay, so when the intro starts, it never mutes Adam. So all of a sudden you hear this
And then you hear one.
yeah, you hear one, and then you hear Adam laugh while the music's going. So it's very ominous and scary and stuff. So and then I mute him. And then it was so funny.
I wish I can say that's why I did it, but I would be lying. So
I'm just in my own zone.
Yeah, it was just so funny. I'm like, oh man, I was just cracking up in the back. Well, anyway,
we're gonna have a great show tonight, everybody. We have a special guest. Vic Andrea has joined us. Yay! And she's gonna spend probably the majority of the hour telling us all about her gifts and what she does, and a lot of that.
That's right.
I totally
Good idea.
I totally got sidetracked. So I'm trying to understand y'all's system. And I'm like, ooh, will I be able to see comments?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna post them. So I don't know if they're gonna be small for you, but I know Joanne just chimed in, and you'll see them at the bottom when people ask questions.
And then she'll put them up on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind, Joanne. I'll keep that in mind. But I just want to say, Vic, like during was it Psychic Fest? I did try to go over there.
The 3rd annual Psychic and Spirit Fest, yes. Here in San Antonio.
I did try to go over there to your booth, but every time I looked up, you had somebody at your booth. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go now. But then there was like 2 or 3 people waiting, so I'm like, I'm gonna go now. And there's one person there. I'm gonna go now. Because I was hanging out with Jennifer Rose and her little booth, and then with like another friend.
Yeah.
And then I would look up towards you because I could see where you were. And I would look up towards your booth. I'm like, I'm going to go right. And then, you had somebody there. So I'm like.
No, I had a whole waiting list. Like people waited hours. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you'll get to pull her aside in a couple of weeks here.
Woo! Party.
I'm excited, you guys. I cannot wait.
I'm excited too.
We're gonna steal her away, and her and her son are gonna come join a few of us at Myrtle's Plantation. We spend the weekend there, and it's gonna be so much fun.
Oh man, it's gonna be a madhouse.
It is. It's gonna be craziness.
I'm just trying to plan a nap.
That's not gonna.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I'm like,
bring energy drinks.
I'm like, okay, if we leave New Orleans at this time, it takes us 2 hours to get there, and then I can do the tour. That's why I was asking you guys, like, when do they do the tour? Because I want to do the
tours
tour.
At 4.
I can do the tour and then try to take a baby nap. Keyword: try.
Baby nap.
Yes.
That's what I call it. A small
micro nap.
Because I don't want, I need my wheels fresh.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
I'm like, Gage can go play with you guys.
Yeah. You can still hang out with
yeah.
Sure.
It'll be so much fun. I can't wait. I want to take dirt.
You want to take what?
Dirt.
Oh, dirt. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm sure that there'll be many opportunity.
Yeah.
You'll see me by the tree.
I honestly thought you said dessert. I'm like, now you're talking.
I cannot.
Now you're talking. I'll bring extra dessert.
In all honesty, we're gonna be in Louisiana, guys. Like the dessert is legit.
Oh yeah.
I cannot wait.
Hey,
I think
Johnny.
that's yeah.
Hey Johnny.
Johnny.
Oh,
Yay.
hi Johnny.
Johnny is so cool. He's so cool. He loves this stuff.
Hi.
Yay.
But we are super excited. How did you get into the paranormal, and how did you find out that you had abilities?
Ooh. So I am born this way. I've been like this all my life. And what I try to explain to people is if you really, really like look back in your past, let me give my son for an example. I have a 20-year-old that has high functioning autism, but he wasn't diagnosed until he was 4 years old. But whenever he was diagnosed, I looked back and I was like, oh, shoot, he was born this way. So whenever I started like realizing, oh my gosh, I have these gifts, and I look back, I'm like, wow, I was born this way, because I can see why I was this way in kindergarten. I can see why I was afraid of the dark, and why I wanted to sleep with my mom all the time, and why I didn't want to go to school, like just the smallest little things add up. So I have been like this my entire life. But it's also in my family. So my family history is very, very, very deeply rooted. My grandmother, I watched her be a spiritual person. And she was able to predict and heal and do a lot of things. This is all on my dad's side of the family.
Okay.
So my dad has the gift. And then I watched my grandmother. I thought she scared me, right? Because she was extremely open with what she did. And people from around the world would go and visit her. And I was young and I couldn't understand. I was like, why can't I go to my grandmother's house and just pull up without announcing myself? Like she had big gated bars and those big old school cameras, like looking around.
Oh, wow.
Protection. And it was a lot, and it scared me. I was like, I don't want to be like my grandmother whenever I grow up. And I'm like my grandmother.
Surprise!
I feel like I kind of took it to the extreme, and maybe like, God rest her soul, I love her so much. Maybe used it to a little bit of disadvantage, but they created a whole mission property. They made it these knotted cord of love. Yes, but can't you see that the sign is on the door? Sorry, guys. Yes, go. She made it was just a lot, and I was able to trace 6 generations deep. So and I actually have it right here. I'm going to get it. Hold on.
Yeah. We love show and tell.
Yep.
That's right. For mine, I have.
Guys.
Oh, wow.
So let me see.
Yep.
This is wrong side. This is my grandmother.
Okay.
And then this is my great grandmother. And this is my great great grandmother. And this is
my gosh.
On the other side is my great 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 grandmother. So she was a medicine woman. She was a healer. She was a reader and a healer. And she was all of the above.
Oh my gosh.
So it's very, very deeply rooted. I personally feel like this grandmother here is the one that gifted me her gifts. Look, you can even see I visit their grave.
Oh, yeah.
She's the one that gifted me her. Well, I feel anyway, gifted me her gifts. I feel like we have a lot of similarities. I'm trying to turn this around. Like if I didn't have fake eyelashes on right now, our eyes would be the same. Our facial features are the same.
Wow.
She's always with me. And but all of them are always with me. So you'll hear me talk about all my grandmothers. I was able to trace it back this far. If it goes further, I haven't been able to trace it that far back yet. But I have amazing stories. It's just really good stuff. And
neat.
I'm deeply rooted, and explains so much for me as I look back on why I had this experience, why I had that experience, why I knew people were going to die, why I had this dream, why I kind of predicted this or that. Like, how did I know I was going to have all boys? You know, it sounds silly, but it's factual, right? So yeah, it's real deep. It's deep. And whenever I turn, y'all, I can talk forever. Whenever I turn on my mediumship, because I do my best to keep it off, the mediumship part, because it gets real noisy.
I was gonna say,
whenever I
everybody's
turn
coming
it
through.
on, I'm at a point now where for me to like get clarification for someone, I do ask that the past loved one show me or make me feel their cause of death, and I can feel it. And that's a big clarification for other people, but I know it's a whole lot. It's amazing though. I love it. I turned it off for some time because I did predict my unborn child's death in 2008, and that scared me.
Yeah.
But as my children grew up, I was like, I have a gift and I can help people with it. So let's give people closure. Let's give people clarity, you know? So I opened it wide back up. And in all honesty, it's more positive than any negative. People always ask, like, you know, do you get like bad energy? And you can feel a wrong energy, but I don't get like a demonic stuff. It's like I'm being protected, honestly.
So knowing
that's kind of like,
go ahead, Adam.
I'm sorry. That's kind of like at a psychic fest when you had those three women up there, and you picked up on I think it was her grandmother, that she was really sick, and that you kept saying that she was like throwing up or coughing up something.
Okay. So a lot of times whenever I'm in, I call the zone, 9 out of 10, I do not remember what I say. So it's something that I don't hold on to. Because if I did, it would really mess up my head. I can remember at the Psychic and Spirit Fest. Yeah, that's right. I'm remembering now. And she said she didn't know how her grandmother died or something like that. Yeah.
Yep. That she said.
That person sent after that fest. That person said, "Oh, look, that's my kid, Gage."
Yay! Hey, Gage.
Aw. Okay. After that, because you know how people get nervous, right? I'm pulling some. I was feeling her sickness. Asia was there too. I pull people up on stage, and wow, I should have kind of like been like, "Hey, you know, you're going to be nervous." And after the fact, she messaged me and gave me like this whole long spiel. And she's like, "Oh my God, I was so nervous and I couldn't really think, but let me tell you something. You were so spot on." And like explained everything to me. And I was like, good, you know?
Yeah.
But I remember that. And I remember connecting with that lady's dog that had an abnormally long tail. And I kept thinking it was a freaking cat.
Interesting.
It was a good time. I want to do that.
It was.
Yeah.
I just wish they would have give you more time with her, because I feel like
was whenever I was just about to start talking about my son, the one that I predicted his death, and that's a lot of stuff that I find educational for other people, because so many people sit in their thoughts. Like,
Yeah.
is I hate using the word weird. I'll say it all the time. We don't use the W word. But I'm weird and I want to be a testimonial. No, you're not, man. Like you're not. Listen,
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah.
Johnny asked, has anything ever scared you?
In all honesty, I think what has scared me the most ever was the prediction of my unborn son's death.
Yeah.
I woke up. So when I had got pregnant, I knew for some reason, I said it from the beginning, that I would never hold him. And I didn't want to grow a bond with him. And then by the time I got to like at the point in your pregnancy, whenever you find out the gender and so forth, I was like, okay, like God wouldn't give me this gender if he's going to take my child away from me. You know, we're from South Louisiana. So I picked godparents. I picked a name. I bonded with my child. And then one Monday morning, I woke up to an extremely vivid dream. And I wrote it all down. I journaled it all. I ran out. I went to my mom crying. I'm holding my big belly. I'm like, he's not here. He's gone. He left. And da 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 da. And everyone dismissed me and said that I was having like crazy hormonal dreams and that I wanted attention, that I was a drama queen. Like I heard it all. And then literally the Thursday, 2 days later, the moment I stepped my foot inside that doctor's office, it was a replay. Boom.
Oh no.
And right down to the smallest details, like the nurses giggling because I gained so much weight so fast.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad thing. It was just so like, wow, how do you get so big so fast?
Yeah.
To, you know, the doctor putting the ultrasound machine on my belly and he's now this has happened in my dream that I already wrote all down and now it's happening in real life, you know.
Jeez.
He's looking at the head and he's taking measurements. My mom's in there trying to look at the gender because she's in disbelief that I'm having yet another boy, but I'm in there looking for the heartbeat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where's his heartbeat? I'm the one that noticed it. And then the doctor scrolls down and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, baby. And I mean, it was awful. I think that was the most scariest thing ever. It took me a long time to get past it, get through it, and even to understand that this was part of my spiritual experience that needed to happen in life for me to understand like myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it did scare me. It scared me a lot. And it hurt. But now I know, I truly feel it was my son coming to me, prepping me, saying, hey, mommy, I'm gone. And because I'm not going to lie, if I look back at it now, I was empty and I said it. He's gone. I'm empty. I had a sense of emptiness. So had that not happened on the Monday, then that Thursday I would have, I don't know. I just feel like it would have been harder. Like I feel like he came to me and let me know.
The impact would have been.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ring finger. Oh, this finger. Is this my ring finger or is this
index? I think she was trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah, your index finger.
This one?
Yeah.
This is my grandmother's. So I wear it. I wear a lot of my grandmother's jewelry. And this is my grandmother's. So it means a lot to me. The one that scared me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like they do look alike in your pictures on your bulletin board.
Really?
They do look alike. You know,
who looks alike?
that it was Was it your great grandmother,
This
the one in the
one?
middle right there, and
Okay,
then the one
so
on the
fun.
left and the white? I mean,
So these,
yeah,
well,
yeah,
hopefully,
yeah, the one in the middle, and then the picture in the middle, and then the picture on close to your face,
The blue.
the blue.
oh, really?
I think so.
This is my triple great grandmother. I mean,
I
hopefully,
think they.
like these are all my grandmothers. But um, fun fact is in the middle, her name is Andrea. So
Oh.
my name is not Vic Andrea. That's my chosen name. My name is Victoria. I just shorten it. And Andrea is my spirit.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. So what do you like to be called?
I'm called Vic.
Okay.
Or Andrea. I go by all of it. I'm called Victoria. I'm just hey, I'm like, what?
Yeah. You.
Pam says her ring is pink.
This is okay. So I wish you can see it closely. This is like a pink moonstone, but you can't really.
Oh.
Can you see a little bit of it?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Let me see.
Wow.
And then earlier, Johnny said, "Is the spirit with you?" I think he meant his spirit.
My son?
Yeah.
Oh, he's always with me. But here's the deal, y'all. And now this is my opinion. When someone passes, they don't, like, my son never grew up. He's still an infant. So there's no conversation, right? There's no talk. My child never talked in real life. But there's visual, I see things. I see the infant. I see the seed growing. I see things, but he's always in my corner, but he's not gonna talk to me,
I've always wondered about that because you kind of get different versions from probably different mediums of if they pass as an infant, do they stay an infant? And then some will say yes, and then some will say they've aged. And I don't understand how that could.
I feel that there is no full definition.
Got it.
I feel that one, there's a lot of fake mediums out there.
Yeah.
Two, those that are true all experience things on a different level.
Yeah.
So there can be people out there that have seen the growth. That's not me. Whenever I tune in, I see someone they're at the age of their passing, or they are, like, if they're older, like if they lived a long life, like they died in their 70s or 80s, sometimes I will see them as a favorite memory in their younger years.
Oh, see, like a I don't know the word I'm trying to find, like a specific event in time that it's memorable.
Right, like a good memorable event.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm not hurting anymore. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm out. Like, literally, I read someone the other day, and the first thing I saw was a martini glass with
nice.
And I'm like, your mom is just chilling right now. And let me tell you something. The lady confirmed that was what her mom did all the time, was sit there and drink her little fancy drinks.
So it was the good time.
It was the good times.
When everybody was healthy.
Yes.
And not just before passing. Got it.
Yeah, I think that, at least for myself, when I pass, I probably would want to look as the best version of myself.
Yeah.
My skinnier,
Yes,
better
and
look
that's
itself.
it.
And so that's how I come across. But I
But
mean,
that's kind of like,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I was gonna say, but that kind of reminds me of how, you know, like we're talking about that people want to present themselves, how they want to present themselves.
Yes.
That kind of reminds me of how, like say, somebody likes spending hours and hours at the bowling alley. Maybe that person, instead of them passing away, say they passed away at home, but they see him at the bowling alley, like 20 miles away. That kind of makes me think like, well, I was happiest here at the bowling alley, so I'm gonna spend time at the bowling alley. I wonder if
Right.
that's similar or the same
It's the same.
mindset.
It's the same. It's you have to just pick and choose like what it is that you're getting and go with it. It's hard to explain. But something that was bugging me that I had to say is the point that I was getting to a moment ago was the fact that for me, all of them stop at their age, but they can go backwards and present themselves, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like you're talking about the bowling alley, I personally do not get people, I do not get people at their worst, like on the deathbed. I get their memories, those favorite memories. And I also get like where they're at today. So a lot of people that I tune in with are with their grandkids, like pushing them on the swing or something like that. And I'm able to validate that for people. Like,
Nice.
hey, this is where I was. This is how I passed. So it's me. And then this is where you can find me now. Just look, It's really sweet. 9 out of 10. It's so sweet. They're all of them. No one's mad over there.
Yeah, because I've heard like, of loved ones coming back to tell like their family members and loved ones, like there's not such thing as concept of time on that side. It's just you're just there. You just exist on that side. You don't got to worry about 8 a.m. or 9:30 p.m. or noon. Or you're just
Why I
there.
have to turn on and off my little knob, because these little punks will come in at all times. And it's so funny because it's a lot. It's so funny because last year in October, I sell real estate for a living, right? And I went to a real estate event in California, and I was nervous about being around all the people because of the energies. I turned it off. I'm like, nothing's coming. I don't even want to hear from spirit. I don't want to hear from anything. And it's whenever you get into that, I think it's the alpha, beta, delta state, is whenever you like that meditative state, like whenever your mind is super relaxed, and it's whenever they come in. And I remember being very specific. Nobody can come in. Nobody can come in. And then I'm laying down in the bed and I have 3 roommates, and all of a sudden I'm falling asleep and I see this big Cabbage Patch doll in my face. And I'm like, what? They snuck it in. They took advantage of my sleep.
Oh no.
I would have screamed.
Well, I opened my eyes and I looked and saw the only one person that was in the room, and I didn't personally know her, so I wasn't going to be like, what's the significance of this? So I just went to sleep. And then the next day, one of the roommates that I knew was like, girl, you was talking in your sleep all night long. And I said, it was probably that stupid Cabbage Patch doll person. And she was like, what? My aunt collected Cabbage Patch dolls everywhere. And I was like, oh, well, your aunt snuck in.
Oh.
And then we had a long conversation about it.
Yeah.
It was validating for her.
Yeah. So now I can see why you were saying you need to nap.
Yes. I'm trying to plot a nap.
Because I can tell you now, there's a good chunk of our team that's going to be there. And for some bizarre reason, the last few locations we've been to, all of our family members that are
They tag along.
several of our family members that have passed over show up at the location.
Oh,
And we're like, what the heck?
We're trying to talk to the spirits here, and then it's like, hey,
Hey.
no.
hey,
And then they're
Carla.
all like in a line. They're in like a line
Great.
on who's gonna come and talk first. Like,
This
I'm
is
going
Grandma.
next.
Whose grandma is this?
Yeah. It's like, what in the world is
But-
going on here?
But I know what you mean with trying to get a nap, because I'm usually the one that tries to slip a nap in, 20, 30 minutes, that Friday night, and a lot of times it doesn't happen, or a lot of times I can't fall asleep. Can I have?
That's
So
what
I
right.
and that's just for
night
me.
Friday night you'll be able to sleep.
Me?
And that's just for me.
Adam.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, and that's just for me. Like sometimes my work week is, packed and we're busy, and because I work outside in this heat, and by the time Friday comes around, I try to be prepared by sleeping well, but sometimes it doesn't happen, and sometimes I'm the one trying to get a nap in somewhere on Friday. But
It's hard.
sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't.
I need it for my energy. Like,
Yeah.
it's like recharging my battery,
Mhm.
Yeah.
in all honesty. Like, I don't know. I've looked at a lot of different famous psychic mediums, and I relate a lot with Tyler Henry.
Yes.
And I
He's
remember,
so good.
and you know what? Me and him had a connection.
Excellent.
Yes, I went to his show in Austin in September, and he picked my. He's like, y'all, I'm not even lying. I have someone there with me to testify. She said, and she knew as soon as he said this, he said, oh my gosh, all of a sudden I have all these little grandmothers all around me. And I was like, oh my God, this is me.
As you're slithering down in your chair.
Yes. And then before you know it, my friend's like, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Spotlight.
I was, I think, the 6th of 7, and it was a great time for me because I was at a point where I was not doubting myself, but how far should I go with this, right? And he gave me. It's very hard for other people to read me. He gave me the extreme clarification that I needed. If you go on my website, I actually hurried up and blogged everything I possibly could to remember. It was a really good experience. So he talks about how he basically is in a meditative state all the time and has to take a lot of naps and is in bed all the time and that is my life. That's why I work from home, and I will walk right out of this office and waddle over to my bed and take what I call a baby nap.
Yeah. Baby nap.
Yeah.
Wow.
My mouth
I
isn't.
remember, because I remember you were saying how you were totally dead to the world after Psychic Fest from all the readings you were doing.
It was. I think
all
that
day.
was. I think
That whole
that
day.
was. Yeah, I think that was more of. I had never opened myself up that much in a day. So it wasn't necessarily because, like I said, my son and I, we go stay at specific haunted places, purposeful. The spirit that is there is just the spirit that's there, There
Mhm.
was so many people there they're trying to seek answers. That was so draining on me because I get in a zone and I am very, very, I take everything to heart, and I shouldn't, I shouldn't do that. But I started reading this is lesson learned. Okay. Okay. This is a lesson learned. Did y'all hear my kid? Izzy Pete.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, great. Okay.
So
Izzy's the dog. That was a lesson learned because I was so honored to have been chosen and asked to share at this fest that I was like, oh, well, all my people are coming and they have to pay an entrance fee already. So let me just highly discount my rates and just do like 15 minutes for $25, 15 minutes of whatever you want. Wrong. I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
Because had I stuck to my regular rate and schedule, I don't think I would have drained myself so much.
Yeah.
Because I saw a lot of people. I read from like 3 p.m., went on stage at 7:30 for 30 minutes, and then went back to reading until like a 9, and then I had to stop.
Wow.
And it was back to back.
Yeah.
Adam,
Yeah.
like there's always someone there.
Yeah, and then how also you said that I do believe you said that was the first time you did like what you did where you picked people out of the crowd and then you did what you did for them like out in front of everybody.
Yes, I was so nervous.
Well,
You did a good job though. I thought you did a good job.
My kid's about to interrupt me again. Bentley, y'all, I'm sorry. I was so nervous. Don't come on this side.
The whole world will see it.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I was really nervous. My goal was to kind of, Adam, were you there and watched the very last person read?
Of the ladies that was up there?
No, the very last person of the night.
No.
Okay. She's a medium.
Wait. No. You're talking about up there on the main stage?
Mm-hmm.
No, I was helping Jennifer Rose with her.
She blew my mind. So now I want to be like her.
yeah. When I grow up,
right? She blew my mind, and like she was on a mediumship level, like way more above me. I felt like, and that's now my goal. So like going over there was kind of like me testing the waters, and pulling a few people up was me testing the waters. I was afraid to fully open up to that big old crowd because I wasn't sure what I would get. But with the 3 people up there, I had 2 good connections in a quick time. So that was good. I liked that. And that one girl, I was just staring at her with a big purple hat for the longest time. I'm like, okay, there's a reason, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was cool. I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And I'm going to keep growing huge. They're actually having the 7th annual Paranormal Fest. I'm not in September. I'm not going to be speaking on stage, but I am going to be part of the VIP.
Oh no.
I hope you feel better. I am
feel
going to
better, Heather.
of the VIP event on that Friday night, which is touring the Victoria Black Swan Inn with all the guests and paranormal, and then in the end we're going to go to that same stage and connect. So it'll be really cool. And my child is coming with me.
Let's see what he did there.
Yeah.
Y'all, if I'm going somewhere, he's like my instant tag along. So
Better bring me. Yeah.
we're a team.
That's how I feel with.
There's power in numbers. So when he puts it in the comments section, it's like mom can't say no.
Yeah, because then everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So
But that's how I feel with. That's how I feel with Lorinda. Whenever she goes off by herself, and I'm like, there she goes. Let me go tag right behind her and make sure she's okay. You know, give her space. but like stay in eye distance of her.
Is she a
Make sure she's
reader or
okay.
medium?
she has psychic abilities, but she's also probably has the most experience of our team and most years of experience, I should say.
Like in
And
paranormal investigating?
and Adam is
Mediumship.
Okay.
Adam is the only male in our team, so he's like herding cats all night long.
Poor
trying
Adam.
to keep like, where are they at? Where are they going?
Maybe I should have
Mhm.
Gabe buddy up with you and y'all can be a couple of cat herders.
There you go.
Yeah. Because we're going to be all
Paige never
over.
gets to see the man side of things.
I could use the help.
Asia was on here and she commented about how she felt like I connected with the daughter that she had in her womb.
Oh.
That's a long, very private story that I don't know if I can really put it out there. But I do consider myself that baby's fairy godmother.
Oh.
That it was a lot. And I am very grateful to have Asia as a testimony. And I'm very grateful to be able to hold on to that child after she was born. It's just a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
She even told me, she's like, one day I just need to tell my story. And I'm like, yeah, you do, girl.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
What was she the one that was filming you the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, during. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We have a special connection.
Nice.
It was very nice. But I'm super excited about the Myrtles.
We're going to blow the roof
So
up.
are we. And the thing that's so neat is that our team has been there before, but only a few of the ones were able to come before. And so now the ones that didn't go last time are coming this time.
What did y'all experience anything good before?
Yeah. I'm not going to say nothing.
Look, I'm from South Louisiana.
Yeah.
My godfather lives a couple of hours away from the Myrtles, and I was on the phone with him earlier today, because they're driving over here at the beginning of July to visit. And I was like, hey, me and Gage are flying into New Orleans next weekend. And he's like, well, why am I going to San Antonio? And I said, because this is strictly business. And he says, y'all, this is funny because this is Louisiana terms, right? He's like, well, what are y'all doing? And I told him, and he goes, oh, Shad, you better hold on to your croissants if you spend the night there.
Oh, my God.
I love it.
For those who don't know, croissants is panties.
Well, I didn't think it was a baked good.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Incredible. But the thing is that's really cool about the group is that it's not only Southern Fried Spirits Paranormal that will be there, but we have Wandering Soul Paranormal, Tracy that's going to be there. We have the Ghoul Gals, we have Jen that's going to be there. Maybe her husband, I'm not quite sure. And
It's been back and forth a bit.
And then Amy, Call Me Claire, medium, is coming up. We've invited her. So you guys, between all y'all, oh my gosh, it's going to be a killer. It's going to be a great.
I'm really excited. I love
weekend.
working with the other mediums so we can like pick each other's brains.
That's right.
Like I'm pumped.
It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped.
Yay.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Saturday night's going to be a long day and night.
I know.
Yeah.
I put it on my website. I'm like, look, all you crazy gurus out there, stay tuned because I'm going to do little pop-ups here and there on my website.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
We'll have to do some lives. We'll definitely have
Yeah.
to get group photos.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All kinds of stuff. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
And I feel
Go ahead.
I feel like we maybe have to use like Post-its because we do say that for all of our trips we're going to take group pictures, but sometimes we're like so ingrained and excited for
Yeah.
the trip that we forget to take
Or we forget
group
to do
photos
it.
sometimes. Yeah, then like Monday comes around, Tuesday comes around. Oh, we forgot to do our group photo. Of everybody.
I will assure that we have a group photo in the plantation, and let's put it in the universe that out of our group photo, we're going to have some extra little visitors in there.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
That would be so cool.
Yes.
I tell you what, I know that they had
Gage
it kind of
practice.
roped off before,
Gage
but
will not forget.
the front porch would be a
Yeah.
great place to do that photo.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
It is gorgeous. It's beautiful grounds there.
Man, I'm
So,
excited.
did you guys watch that Netflix show?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was trying to figure out, like, because they were talking about the moving chandelier in the main downstairs, and then they saw a spirit walk into a room. Is that the downstairs room where me and Gage are staying?
Was that in the main house?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was in the plantation.
Then yeah, there's only one bedroom downstairs, and that's what you guys have. And then there's 5 upstairs. And that's what all the rest of us have.
I'm like, okay.
Have fun.
Keyword. I want to try and take a nap.
Oh,
I mean, I'm sleeping by myself that night, so I have a room to myself. So
good luck.
you know,
You think
I
you have a
honestly-
room?
in
You
all
think you have
honesty-
a room to yourself?
I don't think I could stay by myself. I would creep myself out like so quickly. I
Me
would
too.
hear something and be like, "Oh my god!" And then I'm
Have
about to be in
have
somebody
you,
else's room with a heartbeat.
So have you seen the rooms?
No, so I'm excited about that because
Beautiful.
I've been to the Myrtles on my 8th grade field trip.
But
It's maybe changed a tad.
yeah.
So that's a big thing in Louisiana, right? Like this is our culture, it's our heritage, it's in our Louisiana history. So I remember my 8th grade field trip, we rented a bus with an air conditioner and and we hightailed it and we went to the Myrtles, we did the tour, but you're not allowed upstairs. So
Yeah.
no one's allowed upstairs unless you have a room.
Right.
So my goal one day was to rent a room, like each room. But this, oh heck no! I am invading everyone's space. I want to see
Yep.
what everyone room.
That's
every
why we
room
did
is
it.
like, because this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Really,
Yeah.
like how
Yeah.
many people can say they've gone to the Myrtles and actually seen all the rooms?
Right.
Yeah. This is
Let's go.
exciting.
That's why it's going to be so neat. And that's why when you said you were going to come and you were actually able to get that last room, I just thought we have the entire place to ourselves now.
Yes.
And I didn't even know that there was another room. So let me tell you guys, my son's birthday is July 10th. And then he just graduated June 12th. So in my mind, I knew, hey, I want to take Gage to New Orleans. And I really wanted to go stay at the Myrtles. And then I saw someone post about it somewhere. And I talked to Jennifer. I'm like, wait, when are y'all going? And she told me, and I was like begging her. I'm like, look, I didn't know there was another room still. So I'm
Yeah.
like,
She texted me.
yes.
And then
and
she
I'm-
goes, she said, she talked about you. And then I was just like, there's one room left.
I didn't,
And
I don't think
like,
she
as
knew.
of right this moment, there's one room left. I hope
It's
she
meant to
gets
be.
it.
So I was like begging to sleep on the floor in someone's room at that point. So
Adams.
whenever you said, hey, we have one room left, I'm like, give me the link because we're booking it now.
Yeah. And I was so excited when you said you got it. It's just like, now we don't have to worry about
Nothing.
interrupting anybody else or
No.
anything
Yeah.
like that. We got
Nobody like reporting someone, being loud.
Suspicious
or-
activity.
Yes, creeping
There- there-
around.
there's some strange people holding like stance ritual stuff going on.
And weird looking equipment walking around in the dark.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
but like how we're talking about Jennifer Rose, like I remember like first few times I talked to her, we were messaging back and forth about this stuff. And I remember asking her, so are y'all two like in Central Texas, North Texas? And she's all like, no, we're here in San Antonio as well with you. I'm like, holy crap, you're in San Antonio as well? And she's all like, yeah. I'm like, I had no idea, and with them, with you, Vic, and others, I'm like starting to find more and more people. I mean, I know San Antonio has like tons of people that are into this stuff, but just the
Right.
fact that it's like, person by person, name by
Coming
name, I'm like
together.
finding more and more,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Cool.
I know I was excited whenever I found out you were in San Antonio too, but where are you two ladies from?
Oh, okay. Since I was like, who's gonna talk
Go
first?
Kat, you're on.
Oh, okay. I'm in North Texas, over by Denton.
Okay.
Yeah, Denton area, north of Dallas. So further north of Dallas.
Yeah, you're definitely on the other side of Texas.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
other side.
Just not El Paso, not that far north.
No.
Yeah. Your turn,
And
Carla.
I'm on the Weatherford. I'm by Weatherford area. So I'm on the
West.
the more
El
west.
Paso?
I'm sorry.
No, she's not. She's
What'd you
messing with me. El Paso.
Oh no.
So you're like northwest.
Yeah.
Yes.
I get it.
Yeah. I'm about probably 35 miles southwest of Fort Worth.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
Uh-uh.
Y'all get snow sometimes, like more than we would.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we just got rain
I
and
don't-
don't know what
I
to do
don't-
with ourselves.
I don't think I've seen it stick since we've been here, but
Really?
It gets icy. Icy
Yeah.
and icy.
yeah, that's true.
People
It's
don't know what
but
they're doing.
but it's just like having that trouble finding a place for all of us to like kind of meet up halfway in the middle. Most of the time, I have to go up north and like go this way or that way or but it's it's all part of the investigation or traveling, going out of town, and I'm glad I'm able to work at a place where we have many people that work there, to where during the weekend I can just slip out, not be noticed, gone. Like I show up back on Monday.
like poof.
Well, that's why we try and have Adam like pick a couple places or try and get us down there. I know that sometime this year, hopefully, we'll get down to Galveston.
And
Go down there.
I do have a few places written down that I would like to call sometime soon,
Mhm.
and kind of give us all a time frame to get on over there.
Mhm.
Look, Gage is
So-
probably taking note.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm excited.
Yeah,
It
I'm
will be
excited.
fun.
Next
Yeah.
weekend can't come soon enough.
Yeah.
I was literally just telling my child, I was like, we're leaving next weekend. He's like, wait, what, really? And I'm like, yeah, like tomorrow, next week we'll be on a plane. And he's like, what? It just happened
Yeah.
so fast. Like, and then before
Yeah.
you know it, it's gonna be here. I can't
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's going to be exciting.
You're
And then
flying.
hopefully that we won't scare you off enough that you'll want to do something else with us.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to really terrify me. So just don't. Gage scares me, my kid, because he's like, Mom, I invite them to touch me. And I'm like, no. Because you don't know who you're inviting to invade your.
Yeah. Yeah.
So So that scares me, but I think that's just a mom thing.
Do you do like some type of like cleansing when you leave or before
my
you leave
gosh,
the
yes.
location? Just because as soon as you said that he says that, I thought, oh, I bet you anything they have quite the little ritual that goes on before
Girl,
they leave.
like we'll go around even here in San Antonio to like the original cemeteries, like where they do the tours and stuff, and just investigate. And I'm
Mhm.
kid you not, we are no further than out the gate. Like it is put out there that no one is sticking with us.
Yeah.
You don't come home with us. You're not like, I love you. Thank you for letting us explore your territory, but this is your territory and
Yeah.
I'm going to mine. Like I'll often get like specific like protection pieces
Is that
and
obsidian or
for specific places. And then when we're done at that place, I don't even want to take it home. Like I give it back to the universe.
Ah,
Like I'll put it in
That's
a
a good
river
idea.
or
Yeah.
something like that.
Mhm.
Like let all the little creepy goblins go in here and then I release you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It'll be great. We both got touched. Me and Gage both got touched in the same spot one time. It was
Wow.
at that with Jennifer at that hotel.
Emily Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gage wants, he cracks me up because like he wants to see stuff now. And I'm like, it doesn't necessarily work that way, baby.
Like fishing.
Right? You gotta give
Yeah.
it a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he thinks like, Mom, that we didn't get nothing. I'm like, what do you mean we didn't get anything? This was amazing. What do you want to get possessed? No, kid.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah.
My thing just keeps muting me. I don't know why.
What's that?
My microphone, it keeps muting me. It's weird.
Oh,
And I'm
that
not,
is weird.
It's the spirit.
That's right.
I know what y'all are thinking. Y'all are thinking it's me.
I can see your hands moving.
I was not going to say
Yeah.
nothing. I was not going to say nothing at all like that.
Electronics. I don't know.
Yeah. So you'll probably pick up on this at some
Uh.
point in that weekend that we're together. But Catherine has
Uh,
a stronghold on electronics.
I don't know.
Are you?
I was not going to say it.
Do you drain the electronics?
Well, things just I mean I've
They
had
glitch with you.
huh?
They glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Which is
I've
a good word.
I always have like problems with my cell phone, and then like when I first met Carla and Adam and Tony, I told them about like how I have like weird things happen with electronics and me, and we were eating breakfast or brunch at this restaurant, and there was like static on the radio and stuff all of a sudden whenever I was explaining it, and then this piece of metal came out of nowhere
Oh
and
my gosh.
fell next in between me and Carla. And then later on that night when we went on our ghost tour in Jefferson, the street lamp after Jody, who does the ghost tours in Jefferson, after she mentioned a spirit named Catherine or something like that, next to the Excelsior Hotel, and she said something about Catherine, and when she said Catherine, the street lamp turned off, and so everyone looks at me, and then we were about to go on to the next location, and then I look at that lamp, and I just say, well, I guess it's not going to turn back on, and then all of a sudden it turns on.
Girl, let me tell you something. Have you ever tried to really dig deep into your gifts? Because you got something there.
No, I no, I haven't. I mean, I want to know. I want to know because I've had things happen like at Jimmy's. We'll explain that later.
Yeah, that's a good story.
And that, but it has nothing to do with electronics. It's just me tapping into someone. And so I mean
Channeling.
I've had things happen, but I never really try to explore it, because also I think a part of me is afraid of what may happen.
That is factual.
So,
Like
yeah.
it can get. That's why that's the exact reason why I say so. People like me have gone through a lot of very traumatic experiences, and
Oh, great, Joanne.
oh,
Joanne works for me.
have gone through a lot of traumatic experiences, and it sometimes people just can't handle that, you know, because you just don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
But you got something going on over there. If you tap in on it, you're gonna be gravy, baby.
Yeah, I want to. I just don't know how, and I don't know exactly what all is going on there.
It's all the unknown.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I love the unknown and all that, but then also, you know, I want to know, and I want to harness that and see what that's all about. Um, sometimes I just can't get out of my head because I don't know, I just think about things and overthink things, and then I get too hard on myself because, you know, I need validation too, and I don't really know if I'm really getting anything, you know.
I think that's where a lot of people
But,
have the hardest time because
yeah.
we need validation and we want validation, but there's also we have to be patient and trust. It's not going to come in our time. And that's just the sucky part about it, but you have to just keep saying, you know, she is on IMF. That's crazy cool. What's IMF?
I think he's talking about she is an empath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's what he's trying to say.
He could be. Y'all, I just got a video of him because he's in his area too. And he's like, Mom, I really need you to help me straighten my back so I can do that woo stuff or however he did it. And I'm like, what the hell? Meditate. Right? He wants me to help him meditate because that's the key. That's where you're going to get your answers is meditation.
Yeah.
Guarantee you.
Yeah. We've had a couple people tell several of us on our team that that's exactly what we have to do.
Yeah.
Meditate.
I think
Turn your phone on mute. He's coming in the room. I'll let this one come in.
Oh, okay. I think with me, like, I love listening to music, and I can tell that I get into like a different kind of zone, a different space when I'm listening to music. And I really do think that like music has a different vibration to it, so it can pull you higher, and you can be more acceptable to things when you're listening to music that really resonates with you.
And that's why it's so important also about the different frequencies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's what I surround myself a lot with. Like sometimes I'll take a nap. I talk a lot about me sleeping. Sometimes I'll take a nap, and in the background, whenever I'm sleeping, I have a specific frequency going on. You surround yourself with that, and that's what helps bring in the messages and so forth. But Gage was talking about EMP. Like what?
EMP.
What's
like a device that makes like everything go off.
Oh, he said you're like an EMP?
An electromagnetic pulse.
Oh.
Where you set it off and it like everything electronic, it like shuts it off.
Oh.
Electronic magnetic pulse.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. He's like, you're a walking EMP.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
A side note, we're going to go into the spirit of aliens here. It's believed that aliens have one of those on their ships, and a lot of people report like whenever like a ship goes over their car, like the car shuts off, and then when like the spaceship like leaves like the vicinity of their car, like it comes back on. So they believe like it has one of them on their spaceships, you know, and
I wonder if it's Yeah, I wonder if it's trying to. It does that. They do that so they can go undetected. Because if you have like things in your car, like satellite, like listening to like radios, like police cars and stuff like that, maybe they shut all that stuff off so they can go undetected. So
And it shuts your communication off as well.
yeah, so you
Mhm.
can't let anyone know what you've seen.
Yeah,
Yep.
could be.
Yeah,
Could be.
Are you an alien? No, I'm kidding.
maybe I don't know. We'll
There's
find
a
out.
whole different side of her that we haven't seen yet.
Maybe an ancestor.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not
Oh,
surprised.
I mean, we just don't know.
Yeah.
Would 23andMe cover that or what?
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting to find out. I'm down to go down the rabbit hole.
Oh my god.
No, don't say that, girl, because we don't know where that rabbit hole goes.
That's right.
We find all sorts of things.
As long as you can report back.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
true. I don't want to be stuck.
No. You stop. Holy
Well,
wow.
Yeah.
I think we went over our time a
Oh,
little
we
bit,
did.
but I
Well,
mean,
shoot, I didn't even know.
that's okay. We respect your time and don't
Oh,
wanna-
look, I'm here. It's a great conversation and I love it. I
It
don't
is a
know-
great conversation.
I can't
Yeah.
see how many people are like viewing, if even people are still here. Like, can y'all see that?
Yeah, I can see. I mean, currently, StreamYard, I don't know how accurate it is, but right now it says there's 2 people watching right now.
There's 4 on YouTube. and
He
I
said
guess
there's
2
4 on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 on Facebook.
Oh, and
Oh,
he
okay.
said there must be 2 on Facebook.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, I don't know how accurate it is because it doesn't tell me how many is watching from where. Yeah,
Yeah.
when I hover over the eye, it actually just says 2 are watching from the Unseen Realm YouTube channel, but it doesn't show anything on Facebook. So, but then again, I've been having issues with Facebook with posting StreamYard to Facebook because they made a change on June 10th where we can't post certain we can't stream on certain pages. So I had to do it for my personal page. I don't know.
They're always changing
Crazy.
things up and messing
Yeah.
up the rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But real quick, I do also, like I mentioned, my grandparents had the healing. I have, Jennifer. I have the healing hands too. I do offer angelic healing, and it, from what I hear from everyone that I've worked with, is a life changer. So I'm trying to grow. Like if you look up the technical term of who I am, I'm a witch. A lot of people are witches and they don't know it, and they just fly under the radar as I'm in my broom closet. So we created a group called Witches Anonymous, and I truly want to build that group up and help people understand their spiritual self. And that's a big goal of mine. And I have so many big goals. So
Well, we can't wait to hear more about that because I think that's an excellent goal to have for your site there.
yeah, people
Yeah.
have to just
That
get
would be amazing.
comfortable. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm excited. I'm really excited. We're doing a giveaway right now. I'm trying to grow the group, but I have faith and I know that it will grow. I just need participation, man.
And I posted the link to the group, the Facebook group, in the comments. So if you guys want to check it out, and then also I posted Vic's website and her Facebook page as well.
Thank you so much.
So you guys, y'all should check it out.
Yeah.
You said
And
you have-
so people can get a hold of you to book readings or
Yes.
Okay.
So on my the site that she has at psychicmedium.contact,
Mhm.
you can go on there, and I have an area where you can book mediumship, you can book psychic readings, and there's a difference. We're way over, so I don't want to get into that unless y'all want me to. healing, candle work, just all of that stuff. And I'm very responsive and very one-on-one. I'm trying to get people to leave reviews because it's a newer site, just so that people can know and see, hey, this is legit and real. If you even go look at the About Me section, I have a few little podcast clips that I made reels on my Instagram that I put there, kind of talking about, what it is that I do and so forth. So you can book on there, but you can also add me to Facebook and message me. It'll be just fine.
Yay!
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, this was awesome.
Yeah.
It was.
It's been so much fun. So
I
much
could
fun
sit here
having you on.
20 million hours.
Yeah.
All of us just talking and stuff. So I can't wait till next weekend.
Right.
No,
Oh boy.
Gage, look, you have a male companion for
Oh,
once.
yes.
Yay!
He's always the only man.
So
He's like,
Adam,
I know your pain.
You'll
Know
have a
your pain.
trainee. You'll have a trainee, Adam.
Adam's like, don't do this to me, man.
Don't let anyone wander off alone.
Hey,
Number one rule, especially Lorinda.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny.
Yes, I can't believe we get that chandelier.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's gonna with the chandeliers and the living area. But if you rewatch that show, it does talk about how they watched something walk into the room. And I'm like, well, what room was that? And it was downstairs. So I was trying to figure it out.
What show is that?
The second, it's on Netflix. I don't remember the exact name of the show, but I know it's the second episode. Everyone was talking about it. It just didn't come out.
I bet you if you searched Myrtle's Plantation, it would be up in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I recently subscribed to Netflix about a week ago.
Well,
After like 4 years.
I'm like, what?
Because I had it like 4 years ago, but then there was only like 2 things on there that I watched. So I'm like, this is not worth it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And I recently, there was a show on there that I wanted to watch again. And I subscribed to Netflix just for that show. And after I'm done with that show, I'm probably going to cancel.
Oh, yeah. Files of the Unexplained.
Yeah, Files of the Unexplained.
Yeah.
It will
Okay,
be
cool.
on that show on Netflix.
There's some really good stuff in there. You guys we were just
Yeah.
talking about the aliens, right? There's an episode on there about basically what you were just talking about and how it made sense because he was like, it just like hovered over us and like all of a sudden everything was like non-existent, you know?
Wow.
I don't know. It's some good stuff. But the Myrtles is the second one. I wasn't, in all honesty, I wasn't so pleased in some of the things that was kind of said in there because I don't know, I'm just picky about my heritage. But the experiences are valid. Did y'all see the video going around recently about the little head figure?
Yes, that moved back and then fell.
Fell off?
Yeah.
Oh, that big mirror?
Yes.
I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's starting. No.
And then the guide was like, total normal day of the job.
Yeah. I'm like, but I'm glad like no one was standing like got hit by it.
Yeah.
You know, like no one's but it did startle them.
Yeah.
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 I'm like, oh, those old people are gonna have a heart attack.
I was just like,
I'm out.
like, oh no. Like y'all did that on purpose.
Right?
Tried to scare those poor folks.
It's gonna be
man.
so much fun.
It's gonna be great. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
I'm excited.
Yay!
Woo!
So this is going to be part of the people, but there's going to be a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a few. There's
We're
gonna
gonna be
be I think, a
cartwheeling in
total
the house.
11 of us, including you guys.
Dancing on the couch. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I don't want to get kicked
Yeah.
out.
Dancing on the counters.
You're gonna walk into those
Hanging from the chandelier.
rooms and you're not gonna want to touch anything. It just looks so Beautiful.
Because you've been there, right? You've seen
Yeah.
the rooms. Oh,
Yeah.
It'll be my
It's,
first
it's
time.
like walking back in time. Every room has a fireplace, and every room, it's just, it has the big beds where you need the step stool to get in it, type of a thing. And
like you just
it's
go try to
That
jump
is true.
in there.
clawfoot tubs and stuff like that. It's just gorgeous.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
So we all need to get some sleep.
Oh yes.
So
Yeah.
we can be energized and ready to go.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
We're doing it.
Well, thanks
Yay.
for joining.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for
so
having
much.
me. I feel like you guys are family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are.
We
Yay.
did
Yay.
it. I'm
Aw.
For
excited.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, and maybe after we get done with our experience and our little adventure at Myrtle's, we can have you back on after that on the back end, and we can spend like the first half talking about what we experienced at Myrtle's, and then the second half of the show talk about your business in a little bit more in depth.
Just let me know what you want to hear, and I'm good.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just think it'd be fun to capture all the experiences everybody went through.
Oh, wait. And then we can like show pictures and
That's
Yes,
right.
in video.
Here's a little short video.
yes, because y'all, there's a lot of people, honestly, like a few people were on here tonight from Louisiana.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. So it'll be so cool. It
Yeah.
might go viral in Louisiana.
Yeah. Woo!
All right. Well, y'all get some. What do you say?
He said my worst enemy is whenever he reminds me of everything I did. Because
Aw.
remember, Adam, you were like, do you remember whenever you said this, that? And I'm like, oh, no. Well, this kid sat next to me the whole time I did readings and was kind of like this, just like so intrigued. And like at the end, he's like, hey, Mom, you remember this and you remember that? You remember this and that and this one and that one and this one? And I'm like, bruh, stop.
Oh man.
He's
Yeah,
so
that's
into it. I love it.
Well, thanks
It'll be
again and thanks
good.
everybody for watching and
Yeah.
commenting. And sorry we didn't answer everybody's questions and all that because I know there's a bunch coming
I
in.
didn't see him.
We'll
I
get
know.
to see it on the flip side.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Pull
and
up,
you can always
pull
go
up all the
back.
comments and respond.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there was just a lot going on. But we appreciate you guys chiming in and watching and
Yeah.
everything. It's always a good time. But
And we'll
Well, thank
see
you guys
ya.
so much.
See ya on
It's
the
past my
first.
bedtime.
yes. Well, good night, everyone.
Yeah. Good night,
All right, y'all.
everybody.
Good night,
Thank
everybody.
you.